What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at another flashlight. This one's going to be the Lumintop. I think they call it like the Tool AA or something. I don't know. It says it on the back. But here is this guy. I just got this in today. Pretty minimal branding, just a cardboard box. But on the back here, you probably tell which one I went with. I had to try out the copper. I'm trying to get all the different copper ones from like all the different manufacturers, but I did opt for the Cree LED. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. And it's kind of weird to me. It didn't come with any kind of sealing on the box. I mean, not a huge deal, I guess, but yeah, just something to note. It doesn't come sealed. All right, let's get this out of the way. So we've got a couple extra O-rings. Super nice. I love it when companies do that. I mean, it never hurts to just throw in a couple O-rings. Here you go. Here is your manual. I am not going to read this. We're just going to hope that we can figure out what this thing does without it. Pause if you want to read any of this stuff. There you go. All right. So what other extras we have in here? We have a lanyard. Looks like very basic and cheap lanyard. That's okay. I'll put this right here so we can just put it on the table. It does come with a diffuser, and I did not know this whenever I first ordered this, that it was going to come with one, so that's cool. Nothing else inside the box. Nope. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. Let's check out this light. Let's see what the copper from this guy looks like. It's very light. I shouldn't say very light, but it is very light compared to other copper lights that I do have. So we'll see. Maybe I think it comes with a battery. Maybe not. We'll find out. All right. Let's see. Maybe it does not come with a battery. I would be surprised. This thing is pretty light. Yeah, no battery. Okay, so no battery. Luckily for us, I have some batteries sitting here because it does say it works with 14500 rechargeables. So we're going to find out. I have a 14500 off to the side, and I have just a standard AA. So we'll see what the difference is. We'll see what the output looks like. So focus. There we go. All right. So here is our Lumintop Tool AA in copper. Very nice knurling. The knurling is not aggressive, even though it looks like it is, from this video more than likely, and from the photos. Not very aggressive there. This is just a painted clip. It is not actually copper. There is your Cree LED. You got your tail switch on the back. No kind of grip. I mean, it does say Lumintop on it. But you know how Olights and some of the other ones, how they have those, that little kind of tactile, you can feel it. This does not have that. You do have some lanyard holes or some split ring holes up at the top. So that's pretty sweet. Here's a little bit of, what does this say? Oh, that's a serial number. Okay, so it is serialized right there. And then here is your Lumintop branding, where it says Lumintop and Tool AA 2.0. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead. This thing comes all kinds apart. Like, see this? It comes apart in like 3 days. And I do believe this thing, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this comes apart too. Another O-ring here. You can actually get the diffuser, or not the diffuser, but you can get the reflector out if you wanted to take the reflector out. This is pretty nice. I do like the fact that this thing fully comes apart. We'll show this real quick. There's your Cree LED. Here is the back of your reflector. I'm not going to pull the reflector out, but there you go. You get a shot of the, I don't know, is that focusing? I can't tell. There you go. The threads, they look very good. Yeah, they look good. Okay, just wanted to see it for myself real fast. All right, so let's put this somewhat back together. I don't know. I see like extension tubes and stuff for this thing. I don't know if that applies to this light, so we'll find out. Let's go ahead and start off with just a normal Energizer battery. This thing is brand new out of a package, so it should have no issues. With this, we have 4 different fire modes. So let's, okay. Yeah, it's working. Okay, cool. So with a standard alkaline battery, 1.5 volts, it says, do you have to cycle? Well, there's your moonlight. See if we can get that. There you go. So, okay, it does have momentary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's all 4 modes. Highest mode being 650 watts, or watts, sorry, 650 lumens. And that's supposed to be on a 14500 rechargeable, I believe. 650 is not bad. That's pretty good. Runtime is about, you know, I'm gonna venture to assume about 20-ish minutes. Yeah, about 20, somewhere around there. Look at that. That's cool. I really want to see if this thing runs on a 14500. So, let me throw some stuff around real quick. So let me get this out of here. Let's see what this looks like on a 14500. This is the Ace Beam 14500. We can see right here, 14500. They really don't give you a lot of details on this thing, and this manual, let's see what this thing says. Okay, so 650 on 14500, 30 minutes. High is 360, about 80 minutes, 79. 685 on medium for 6.9 hours. Low, 37 hours. So there's that. There we go. Okay, so actually it seems like it's a little bit brighter than on a standard alkaline, and yeah, it actually does say that it will be. So right here on a standard battery, you're only going to get 220 lumens on turbo, so that's cool. Let's go cycle. Okay, so here's your moonlight. This is 16 lumens. It doesn't say moonlight, it says low, but this is 16 lumens. Medium is 85 lumens. High is 360 lumens, and turbo is 650 lumens. And can you momentary? No, you cannot. So you can, once you cycle this guy on, you can flip through by momentary pressing, but you can't momentary and turn it on like you would an OLight. So that's a little bit of a difference there. I do really like my momentary on. The 650 is nice though. I mean, that's pretty bright. That's a good look. And I mean, if that actually lasts for 30 minutes on turbo, I mean, that's pretty good. I can say I can feel the heat coming off the top of this guy. And you know, normally I do my research and I don't look at these before I get the light in. But if you go to Lumintop's website, you really don't get a lot of info. So I'm kind of learning as I'm using it right now, versus where I like to do just a little bit of homework, and I feel like that makes these videos a little bit more seamless. But either way, so the skinny on this guy, he is IP, I want to say 68 rated for dust and waterproof. It does come with a 5-year return policy. It comes with a 5-year warranty for parts and repair, limited lifetime. And I mean, that's about it on this. The website does say 2.5 days on eco. I'm going to venture to assume that eco means the 16 lumens, even though the manual only shows 37 hours. Either way. So real quick, let's get a weight on this guy. So let's weigh it. We'll weigh it with a battery. And I'm getting glare. Let's move it out of the way. Let me tear this again real quick. 0. So with a battery, 3 ounces, and that is with a 14500 rechargeable. Let's take that out, and then we'll weigh it by itself. 2.3. Man, that battery weighs that much. Guess so. Okay. Let's see. Let's just for comparison, we will weigh it up with the Ace Beam that's in copper, 2.5. I didn't think it would have been heavier, but you know, this is the Olight i5 with the none of these have batteries in them too, just so you can see, no batteries. So it weighs the same as the Olight. This feels light though. I don't know. Well, we'll get to size comparisons here in a second. I don't know why it feels lighter in my hand for some reason. Oh well. All right. So let's get on to some size comparisons. So we have him here. Let's put next to the Ace Beam, the Pocky-Lit. There you go. You can see roughly about the same size. And I mean, this is pretty much your generic size for all of these guys. They're all about the same size for this line. How about next to the i5T? Pretty close, about the same. i5 is just slightly bigger. How about next to an i3? There you go. i3 is slightly slimmer, still about the same in length, maybe just a hair shorter. Next to an Arcfeld. Arcfeld's a chunky boy, so you know it's gonna be wider, but in lengthwise it's not terribly shorter. And then we'll just do a couple more next to the Eternal 2 Warrior Mini. This is quite a bit bigger, about ½ inch, but it is a lot rounder. So, but this is currently my daily carry, so that's why I wanted to compare it with that. So we'll throw up a i3T Tall. There you go. You can see i3T Tall significantly longer. This is definitely more pocket friendly than this guy. This is not a pocket friendly flashlight. Those pin lights, they're just a little too long for that. And then last, how about a Baton 3? There you go. You can see the size difference there. So let's see with this guy. Let's go ahead and throw a battery back in here, and we'll check out this diffuser that it comes with. Let's see. Bump. Throw that in there, and I don't know where I tossed everything that this thing came with. Pretty sure it's off to the side. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So, diffuser slides on relatively easily. No problems there. Nice. Okay. And it does glow. Okay, cool. So let's charge that up a little bit and we'll see how good it glows. There you go. It's a glow boy. It looks nice. Adding the diffuser was a nice touch. That was a nice touch, especially since they didn't give you a battery. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I have a flashlight yet that hasn't come with some sort of battery. So whenever we run your standard alkaline battery, because these things are completely different, apparently. So standard alkaline battery, here we go. So here is, let me cycle all the way through. So here is your low. Your low is 3.7 lumens, and this is going to be the same with pretty much any battery that is not a 14500. Even the, you know, your lithium ion rechargeables that are not 14500s that you can buy from like Best Buy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to be the same unless you're using one of the other batteries. So this applies for both of those. This is 3.7 lumens. You'll get about 60 hours of runtime on here. And then we have the medium, which is 28 lumens, and you'll get roughly 12 hours with this, give or take. And then move up to 360, or excuse me, high on alkaline is 140 lumens, and you'll get about 50 hours on this. And finally is turbo, and you get about 20 minutes. It is slightly longer. If you have a lithium ion battery in here, you'll get about 43 minutes on turbo and about 2.5 hours on high. The medium and the low are roughly the same when it comes to using those two different types of batteries. Now for the review part. I like it. I do. I don't like that it doesn't have momentary on unless you are cycling through brightnesses by just tapping. And not a fan of that. This does have SOS. Let's see if we can... I don't know how to activate it. It doesn't. It's supposed to have SOS. Maybe click. No. Oh, there it goes. I don't know what I did, but I activated it. So yeah, it does have SOS. The nice thing about the bottom of this is it will tail stand, and that's one of the things that I was interested in. Just because, I mean, if you have something like this, this will tail stand. It is also magnetic, so this will, you know, stick to metal. Sorry if that sounded redundant, but you know, I never, you know, just assume. Your warrior, that these will stand. How about batons? They will stand. So that's a nice feature to have on a pocket light like this. The clip, how easy is this to remove? Relatively easy if you have fingernails. So here's your clip. Here's the inside of the clip. The clip isn't bad. It's kind of small, which I honestly I don't mind. I don't mind that it's small. And what's cool about this light is you could position it here, or you could position it here. You could also reverse the positioning, so you could carry this, you know, lens up, or we'll say tip up, tip down, kind of like on a knife. You can customize your carry a little bit easier with this, so that is kind of nice. Do enjoy that. So they gave you a little bit of wiggle room there for more personalization on your carry. So interesting there. Clip retention. The retention on the clip is not great. So let's say ace beam. So let's see here. Here's your ace beam. There's about as far as I get with him, and he comes slamming back into home. With this guy, if I flip it over and I do it the right way, with this guy, I could bend this all the way out. It is not a super sturdy clip. Let's compare it to a i5. Here you go. See, the i5s will bend out too. But it is more of a double, you know, a double-sided clip. You're able to carry it on a hat or anything of that sort. So the clip feels kind of cheesy, but you know, it's just a clip at the end of the day. You're getting this for the flashlight. Like I said, the knurling, not super aggressive. It is definitely not as aggressive as it looks in the photos or anything I saw online. So that's a little disappointing. I thought this thing was going to kind of be a beast. I was kind of wanting it to chew up my hand. You know, because you look at like the knurling on here. This is super aggressive, and I like it. I like it a lot. Finally starting to develop some patina on here. We'll do an update on that. But with this is very much, there you go. It's very much, it just feels like it was flat, and then they just etched it in, is kind of how it feels. I know it's not etched. These are definitely machined in, but it's almost smooth. You know, once this thing gets a little sweaty or anything, it's gonna feel smooth. And some people may not go for that. Some people do prefer to have more of a grip as far as these things go. So I picked that up on Amazon. It was 50 bucks. I would probably wait to catch this on a sale. For a little bit less than that, you can go with like this ace beam, and this thing I like a whole lot. I really do love the way that this looks. I don't think, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna carry it a little bit and I'll find out. As of right now, I don't think it was worth the 50 for me, for what I use them for and for what I like. I don't really think it was worth the 50 bucks, in my opinion. So if you catch it on sale, you can get it around like 40. Then yeah, I think this is more of a $35–40 range, kind of like that ace beam and copper is how I feel about this guy. Some people may disagree with me. That's just my personal opinion. It is a good light. It does feel good. It looks very nice. That's just my opinion. Don't get mad at me. Don't flame me in the comments. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up on this one. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I try to post every day, and I'll catch you on the next one.